Welcome to another one-on-one notary coaching with me, Mark Wills, educator of the loan signing system. I teach notaries how to make money as loan signing agents. So glad you're here. If you're here for the very first time and watching this live, remember I do this every single Monday at noon, and all the pre-recorded sessions from the previous year are on my YouTube channel, here on Instagram, and my news feed. I go live every Monday to help notaries around the country build their signing agent businesses through some one-on-one notary coaching. So, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great Monday. Let's go. I see so many people jumping on. So, if you're watching this live, first off, thank you for spending a little bit of your Monday with me. The way this works is very simple. There's a little add camera button right here where my finger is. I put people on one-on-one as they go, so it's first come, first serve. When I call on you, please let everybody know where you're from, let everybody know your name, and let's get this party started. And if you're driving, please pull over, slow down, make sure you are safe first and foremost. So what is up, everybody? Hello, Manning Notary Services. What's up? Leewall 1211, yo, I'm Dat. What is up, everybody? Okay, cool. So let's get this party started. Let's go with Notary Michelle Soup. Fabulous Monday. The way this works, again, I just simply call on you and we do some one-on-one notary coaching. That easy. If you have any problems, any questions, simply add yourself to the add camera button down here, and I will walk you through any problems that you're having currently with your loan signing agent business. Okay, cool. So it doesn't look like Notary Michelle wants to get on. Let's try Sophia. And if you want to get on, just go put your little add camera button right there, and let's get you on. This is going to be an amazing day. I already feel it. Make sure that, Scope, what up?
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Girl, again, you know, I said if you are driving, you got to pull over.
The car is pulled over.
Okay, good. I don't want safety first. Okay, so tell everybody where you're from, and let's get into some coaching.
Okay, I'm Sophia. I'm from D.C. Here's the thing. So, last week I talked to you. I felt, down in a rut, everything else. So I picked myself up by my bootstraps. I went out there and started direct marketing, right? So got a lot of feedback, right? But here's the thing. Like, I want to contact them today, be like, anything? And I just want to know, is it too soon, maybe 2 or 3 days after the start, like, knocking the doors down? Like, hey, I'm still
Okay,
here.
so a couple things. Let's talk about. So you're talking about the follow-up. So I'm going to coach you on the follow-up cadence. The follow-up cadence should always be once a week in person, once a week via email. That is the appropriate cadence. But I need your mindset to get right, Sophia. It isn't anything. It is, hey, this is Sophia. How can I help your business?
Right.
When you make it about you, Soph, you're never going to get business. You're a loan signing system student. The moment you make it about their business, they want to do business with you. Does that make sense? So instead of saying, anything, be like, hey, Sophia, I saw you last week. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything I can do to help your business today. What can I do to help your business grow? It's all about mindset and the way you communicate that. Because remember, imagine if I followed up with you. And I'm like, Sophia, where's your money? You're going to buy my course? You're going to buy my course? Sophia, you're going to buy my course? Sophia, you would have been like, Mark, get away from me.
Right.
But if I said, Sophia, what can I do to help you try to make more income for your family? You would have been like, you know what, Mark? Okay, cool. I get that you're in it to help me, right? So don't flip it on them and be like, hey, any signings for me? Because that's what a slow signing agent does.
Right.
It's not about you. It's about them. So whenever I followed up with you before you became a student, I made sure that you understood that I'm here to help you. And the money that I got is not relevant because I know if I help you, I'll make money. Right. So you need that mindset with yours, because the reason most signing agents fail, it's just a big money game. It's how much money can I get from you? How many signings can you give me? What can I, instead of, yo, I met you last week. Is there anything I can do? Are any of your signing agents getting stuck in traffic? Any of them sick because of COVID? Any of them can't do a 6 a.m. or a 10 p.m.? What is it that I can do to bring your business value? They can't get mad at that. You know what I mean? But if you walk in there, you're like, yo, came in last week. Where's your girl signings? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then I'm going to end with this, Sophia. Remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint. So a lot of times signing agents set themselves up for failure because they went in last week, they come in this week, they're like, why haven't they given me a signing yet? Because this is a marathon. You're creating a relationship. The signing agents who make a ton of money realize this is a marathon. I'm going to leave you with the story, okay? So does the name Bill Zanunga mean anything to you in the group? Okay, so Bill is our most successful male student we have with the loan signing system. Our most successful students, female, go ladies! So Bill tells a story that he went to the same title company 9 straight Fridays. He'd walk in, hey, this is Bill, came in last week, want to see if there's anything I can do to help you, any last minute signings. No? Cool, deuces. He went there 9 straight Fridays. Guess what happened on the 9th Friday?
He got a signing.
And now guess what? That title company gives him over $10,000 a month in revenue. He now owns a signing service. Guess what most signing agents won't do, Sophia?
They won't be consistent in following up.
Most people would give up after week number 4, also to your point. So most signings say, oh, I went in 4 times, they're not using me. What did Bill do? 9 times. You see, Bill understood it's a marathon. Too many signing agents see it as a sprint. And when you realize, and he said the same thing every single time, hey, if any of your notaries are getting sick, they can't make it 10 o'clock, it was just letting them know that he had value to add and being consistent with that message. So realize that you're in this for a marathon, not a sprint. And that's how you truly build a sustainable business. So many signing agents see this as a sprint and then wonder why their business went away in 4 or 5 months. Because they were never in this to build a business. They were in this to make money. Did that click? Okay, because a lot of signing agents here to make money, but not a lot are here to build a business. That's why some are just gone in 90 days or in 6 months. Where you have people like Bill, who now has, a huge nationwide signing service because he had the discipline of understanding this was a long-term business plan. Does that make sense? So, girl, stick with it. I'm proud of you for taking action last week. Do action every single week. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you, girl.
Okay, Mark.
All right, go get him. Let's go. I am so proud of Sophia. I mean, look, here's my biggest takeaway from that conversation. And this wasn't really Sophia's coaching moment, but I think it's a bigger moment that, when you realize as a signing agent that this is a marathon. By the way, every business in America is a marathon. You don't open up a restaurant and become the hottest restaurant overnight. It takes a few months to be like, wow, that restaurant does have good food. Wow, that restaurant does have good service. Wow, I know that restaurant's now open. Every business in America, when you understand that it is a marathon and not a sprint, is when your business really changes. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Venus, for saying that. I'm getting so excited about this. I almost forgot. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope today is amazing. I heart you so much for being a loan signing system student. If you're here on my Instagram page, thank you for following me. But thank you so much. If you have any questions, please open up your camera, get back on, break through your comfort zone, and let's build a business. Okay, who was next? Notary Michelle, I'm going to try you one more time. You were on first. Yes, happy Valentine's Day from me and my wife to you and your loved one. You there? Hello, Michelle.
Oh, hi.
Girl, what's up? I just see. Go a little bit back from the camera.
No. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Well, you asked to be on, girl. You know what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where you're from. Tell them your name, where you're from, and let's get into some coaching.
Okay. Hi, my name is Michelle Campbell. I'm from Orangevale, California, and I have a business, Silver Signings. I've had my notary for about, 7 years, and now I'm just really going to devote my time to some loan signings.
I love it. Well, this is 101 Notary Coaching. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Same to you, too. I'm just rolling in from Idaho.
Coaching. Coaching. So what can I help you with? Give me a topic and let's talk about it.
Hey, actually, I was just hopping on to listen. I don't have anything in particular to talk about.
Well, look, my guess is your business could always be busier because every business in America, including mine, can be busier. So my question to you is, what can I do to help you get a little bit busier? I mean, talk to me, girl.
Well, I've taken your class and I'm in the middle of, passing the exam. So I have everything in place for that. I picked up my E&O, my surety, picked up some marketing stuff to go into the title companies directly. I do have relationships with a good handful of realtors and
Okay, I'm going to stop you
escrow.
there. Boop, boop, boop. I heard all I needed to do to coach. Okay, so first off, thank you so much for being a loan signing system student. You know, I think a lot of new students like you kind of fall into the same little pivot, is what I'll, a divot, excuse me, which is like, well, Mark, you know, once all of my stuff comes in, I'm then going to go start marketing my business. You told me that you have a few relationships already in the industry. So my coaching to you is, just because you get on the phone with them doesn't mean they're going to give you a signing tomorrow.
Right.
So I want you to start reaching out to them today, literally right after this coaching call. Okay, right after the 1 o'clock hours, what I should say. And I want you to get on the phone and start figuring out, how can I add value to your business? I think a lot of signing agents get a little insecure that, well, I haven't done my first signing yet. Oh, I don't have all my errors and missions in. I don't have my surety bond in. Because when you think like that, you're thinking not like a loan signing system student. You're thinking, I only want to approach somebody when I can actually get business from them, instead of approaching somebody to figure out how can I help their business, knowing that getting business in return will come down the road. So a lot of times new students, only reason you're afraid, or I shouldn't say that's the word, but you're a little bit not interested in creating the relationship, because you realize, you think, well, if I approach them, they can't give me a business. That's the wrong mindset. That's not the loan signing system mindset. It should be, the weekends come up, it's Monday, you have any open houses this weekend? Is there anything else I can do to help your business grow? I'm about to become part of the industry, but enough about me. You know, I'm just here to figure out how I can fit into the team that you already have. So
that's a great tool. Yeah, and I do have the understanding it is a marathon, not a sprint, because it does take time to build a business.
And so just because you can't do a signing for somebody doesn't mean you shouldn't try to help their business. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
You're not ready to take your first appointment doesn't mean you're not ready to help them in some capacity. And so by the time you are ready, you've built that relationship, you let them know that I can help your business grow. So just get out of the mindset that I can't reach out to some of those contacts until all my ducks are in a row. Because the only duck I want you to have in a row is your heart. It's, you know, where am I building this business from? The really a point of helping others, or is it all about me? And so the loan signing system way is, when you help enough people get what they want, you always get what you want. That's a Zig Ziglar quote. So
right.
I
so love happy,
it.
Thank
by the
you.
way. I am from Placerville. Woo, woo, go NorCal.
Awesome.
Yes, so I know where Orangevale is, girl. Anyways, I'm so proud of you. You know, I'm here if you need anything at all, but continue studying, continue reaching out, and let's build a business.
Okay, you got it. Thank you.
All right, bye. You know, I think that was a great conversation with Michelle, because I think a lot of new signing agents lose a little bit of focus on, well, Mark, if I can't get a signing from them, then I don't want to talk to them. So, but that's a very backwards way of thinking, because that's all about you and not about them. When you understand that business is not a transaction, which means it's not tit for tat. It is, what can I do for you, and then what can you do for me? Then your business changes. So just because you don't have a notary stamp doesn't mean that you can't help them market an open house. Because you don't have a notary stamp doesn't mean that you can't help their business by sharing a listing on your Facebook page. Because you don't have your notary commission doesn't mean that you can't help them with marketing flyers. So when you stop making it about you, then these opportunities to help someone else arises. A lot of people will go, well, Mark, what I can't do anything for them if I don't have my notary stamp. Well, you're still being a selfish mindset, because there's so many things you can do. Just because you can't do a signing doesn't mean that you can't help their business by, I don't know, passing out flyers for an open house for free, or maybe introducing a realtor to a loan office, or vice versa. So just make sure that you understand that business is bigger than you, and then your business will grow. So great conversation. Who is next? Let's go with Maureen. Let's go with Maureen going on. What's up, everybody? Happy Valentine's Day. Today is a great day to show some of your clients that you love them. I'm just saying, take advantage of the holidays to create moments to show gratitude. Happy Valentine's Day. Just pop in and say how much I love your business. Thank you. Okay, doesn't look like she is jumping on board. Maureen, let's go with, is that Maureen? Maureen,
that's Maureen. No, yeah. Okay, so I am a little embarrassed to be on here, because I have been with your system for over.
Hold on. I got to see your face. Flip the camera.
Oh, you
around.
can't see my face?
No, ma'am. I'm looking at the desk.
Oh,
There
sorry.
we go. There we go. Okay. Well, first off,
Okay.
before I don't know what you're going to say, but I just want to say there's nothing to be embarrassed about, right? Everybody's journey. I want you to hear this. The only reason we ever feel embarrassed about anything is because we're comparing our journey to somebody else's. And when you stop comparing, when you feel less embarrassed, when you stop comparing, you feel less discouraged. Like we're all our own journey by ourselves. And I know that's hard because everything we do is to compare ourselves to everybody else. But when you're building a business, you got to make new habits and create new disciplines. So don't be embarrassed. Let's just talk about where you're at. And I want to help you through wherever you're at. So talk to me. Where are you at?
All right, thank you. Okay, so I am barely doing a little over 1,000 a month.
Okay, hold on. How many people, I want you to, in the comments below, how many people would love to have a $1,000 a month signing agent business? Can anybody in the comments below tell me how great $1,000 a month signing agent business would be? Because what you're about to see is people would be so appreciative of where you're at. See, someone just said me right there. Someone just said me right there. Someone else just said me right there. Girl, you are so far along. You need to stop saying only. You need to appreciate your journey. Look how many people are saying me right now. You see that? You see that? I mean, literally me. I probably see 10 people who said me. So mindset, girl. So stop saying the word only. You're talking down about your accomplishments. We got to stop doing that. Okay? Like, it's incredible. You have a $1,000 a month signing agent business. Why are you putting down your accomplishments?
Well, at a good week, at a good month is 1,000. I'm sorry.
Okay. So how many people down with like a $500 a month business? Stop talking down about your accomplishments. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. Yes, it does.
I'm going to tell you why. Because the moment you talk down about yourself is the moment you lose motivation.
Okay.
The way we create motivation is by appreciating every single step. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Again, this is, part of my coaching is not just the X's and O's, but it's mindset. Right? Here's the truth. Are you ready? Being a successful signing agent is less about how good you are watching somebody sign their name and more about what's between your two ears.
Okay.
You have to stop putting yourself down, girl. Like, I don't care if you're making $100 a month. Do you see how many people here are with, I asked the question, how many people would like a $500 a month business? They're all saying me. Why are you putting yourself down? It's amazing what you've accomplished. Again, you're only doing that because you're comparing your journey to somebody else. So step one, though, is being so thankful of your journey. Look, we're still getting the me's. $500 a month. You're the only person who thinks $500 a month is bad. No one else is on this call. Right?
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Remember, motivation and discipline are created from appreciating where you are. Because the moment you don't appreciate where you are is the moment you get discouraged. The moment you get discouraged, guess what you do? Nothing.
Okay.
Okay? So the key is step one. I'm going to coach you on whatever you're going to talk about. But all I hear, the biggest thing I can help you with today is getting your mindset right. Because I'm going to bet some of the reason you're not working harder is because you're so discouraged where you are. And the only reason you're discouraged where you are is because you're comparing yourself to everyone else who says, I make $5,000 a month, I make $10,000 a month. When you should be comparing yourself to nobody. There are people here on this call right here who would love to be where you're at. Love to be where you're at. So start appreciating where you're at, girl, because you're only going to go up from here. So let's talk about this, okay? So where are we stuck and where can I help you with besides a mindset change?
Okay, so I know that I need to continue signing up with all these other signing services. I haven't. And I'm like, oh, I need to do that first, finish that, complete that. Where I'm getting stuck is like the encryption, the security. I'm just so afraid now. I've been hearing out there like, do you have these email encryptions? And all the security aspects of it, and I don't want to, you know, anybody's documents to be at risk on my
Yeah, no,
computer.
look,
So do you have any recommendations?
All you need is a Gmail. Okay, that's all you need. A good old Gmail or Yahoo, one of the biggest service providers. You'll be fine. You're going to use their encrypted platform to download to your desktop to print. Then you're going to erase that. So again, you know, what I hear again is someone who is getting overwhelmed with the details instead of seeing the big picture. Okay, so there's no need, and you can just DM me like, Mark, what do I need? I would DM you back. You should be in the Facebook group. Okay, so what I also heard is this. Okay, and I need you to take some accountability, and you did a little bit, which I'm very proud of. But I need to be your coach as much as I need to be your cheerleader. Okay, so the coach in me says, you want more business, but you haven't signed up for all the signing services. So like,
I know.
So remember, like, you can't tell me you want to lose weight and not go to the gym. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you want to be a better parent but not control the way you react when your child does something wrong. Like, you can't speak out of both sides of your mouth, and this is the coach in me speaking. And there's other signing agents on this call right now who are like, look, I wish I was busier, but they still have not signed up with every signing service. Like, you can't be mad at the trajectory of your business if you're not putting all the work in. That is a you question. Is that you hear me on that? You can't be embarrassed you're not getting more business when you haven't even signed up for all the signing services. You cannot be upset you don't have more business when you're not going to networking events. You cannot be embarrassed you don't have more business when you're not going into title companies. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Remember, I'm going to say something that might be hard to hear, but everyone needs to hear this. If you're not as busy as you want to be, it's usually because you're not working hard enough.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the coach in me. Now, the cheerleader in me is, girl, you have such a good business. You're so good at what you do. Let me ask you a question. Can you do a signing error-free?
Yes.
I know you can. So I want you to hear me on this. A signing agent does not make more money than you because they're better than you. They make more money than you because they have told more people that they're a notary than you.
Okay.
Did that resonate?
It does.
So,
Yes.
I mean, you look at these signing agents who are feeling like they have $10,000 a month business. Like, what are they doing that I'm not? And the answer is they're telling people they're open. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
Did that hit home?
So just so that I can get clear about the security, because I go to, NNA, I've been just looking into this a lot, and a lot of the companies I call, they say not Gmail because they can get access to your documents. You have to go with another encryption, but they don't, nobody helps you. But is it like a certain kind of Gmail? Is it
there's Proton Mail, which is a good one. I think here's what I'm going to say is, I own a signing service. Okay. So what I'm hearing though is you are getting caught up in what one signing service says. So
multiple.
Stop being focused on what one or two signing services say, and stop letting yourself get tripped up over the moment. Like, I have a signing service. I care about security. Okay.
Okay.
But I upload my docs to a secure platform, and the signing agent downloads it from a secure platform and hit print. So, and then my point is, so the real security is sometimes it's a very easy way of them blowing you off. But here is a bigger coaching moment. You are ready to go direct.
Okay.
Can you do a signing error-free?
I can.
Okay, so I'm going to say that one more time. Can you do a signing error-free?
Yes, I can.
So why don't title companies where you live have your phone number?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
because you have to give it to them.
One company told me I needed to do a reverse mortgage.
Because the answer is because you haven't given it to them. That's the answer. Do you hear me on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the truth is this: nobody can call you if you've never given them your phone number. Is that a fair statement to make?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I heard you just say is, one company. Stop using one company, one signing service as your end all. What you're doing is you're looking for excuses not to move through your fear.
Okay.
You're looking for a reason. You want a justifiable reason why, I'm not going to work at the 18 other title companies because one title company told me something. Lucille, you're creating a roadblock on purpose to justify why you shouldn't go talk to everybody else. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now that is a mindset coaching. You have to understand one company doesn't speak for every title company where you live.
Okay.
One signing service doesn't speak for every signing service out there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You need to keep going, girl. You need to be appreciative of the business you have. You need to believe how good you are and start telling every single person that you're a notary signing agent.
Okay.
You hear me?
I will.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna end with this. I'm gonna end with this. A signing agent, once you make 0 errors, there is nobody who is better than you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like literally,
Yes.
like what's great about our business is our business, there's a point of diminishing returns. There's a point where we're all equal as far as the service that we provide, right? Do you show up on time? Yes. Do you not making errors? Yes. Do you return documents on time? Yes. There's not a signing agent who can show up more on time. Does that make sense? There's not a signing agent who can return docs quicker. Once you know how to do the business, we're all the same. So the signing agent who makes more money than you is not better than you.
Okay.
They have just told more people they're a signing agent than you. You got to keep telling yourself that, because that's the truth. The signing agents who make all this money are error-free just like you are.
Okay.
But they've made a commitment to their business and to their family that I will not stop until everybody in my town knows I'm a notary, because no one can literally hire you if they don't have your phone number.
Okay.
Local title companies do not use signing service databases. So the only way you're going to get their attention is by handing them a business card. That's it. And the only way you get to hand someone a business card is believing in yourself enough that you deserve the business you're asking for. So I ask you a question: do you deserve a big business?
I do.
You do. I know you do, but you need to believe it here, girl.
Okay.
Do you believe it?
I do. I do.
Okay. Then I need you to start telling everybody how good you are then. And stop worrying about what signing services say. Look, I love signing services. I own one, but the money's not working for signing services.
Okay.
Now, this is not me telling you to ignore signing services. This is me telling you to go out and start telling people how great you are. I need you to start Googling networking events where you live.
Okay.
And then start attending them.
Okay.
That makes sense. All right.
It does.
One more time. I need one more time. When I say I am, you say amazing. I am.
Amazing.
One more time. When I say I am, you say amazing. I am.
Amazing.
Let's go. All right. Go build your business.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Look,
Bye.
my biggest takeaway from that is 2 things. There's two takeaways I have from that moment, from that coaching, is A, what we do is we sometimes purposely set up roadblocks and tell ourselves something to prevent us from doing the hard work. Oh, this one title company said that, so all of them say that. No, that's just an easy narrative for you not to go past your fear. Does that make sense? We have to start understanding that nobody can hire us if we don't give them our phone number. If we don't say, here's our business card, my name is Mark, and I want to be the signing agent for you. Look, I'm going to say something that might make a few people upset, but not everyone's going to hire you. It is a employee mindset to think that every single title company, every single realtor, every single lender is going to use you. That not everybody buys Apple. Not everybody drives a Tesla. Not everybody drives a Ford. Not everybody has a Mac. So when you can get out of the mindset that just being a signing agent on a direct side is just a numbers game, it becomes so much easier to build a business. You take the I don't have a signing less personally. Not everyone's going to use you, and that's okay. Not everybody takes a loan signing system, and that's okay. You just have to keep telling people how great you are, and you will work with the people you're supposed to work with. I will keep telling everybody I can help you grow your signing agent business, and I will find the signing agents that I'm supposed to be the mentor to. I'm not supposed to be everyone's mentor. I'm not. You're not supposed to be every single person's signing agent. I know you want to be, but that's an employee mindset. You're supposed to work with who you're supposed to work with, and your job is to keep telling every single person that you in your town who's a mortgage professional that you are willing and able to be a signing agent, and then remember you deserve the business you're asking for. Let's go! All right, who do we have got coming up? Call me crazy. I think this is another amazing one-on-one notary coaching Mondays. Okay, who do we got next? Where are the gentlemen today? How many gentlemen getting on here? I'm not saying ladies. Happy Valentine's, by the way. Let's go with, I think her name is Danessa. How's everybody doing? For those watching for the very first time, my name is Mark Wills. I teach signing notaries how to make money as loan signing agents. If you want more information, simply click the link in my bio, and I'll give you more info, or just DM me whenever you want, and I'm more down to happy answer questions. Okay, so Danessa does not look like she wants to hang out with me. That's okay. Who else was next up? Next up was Tammy. Let me go over my girl Tammy. So I love, oh, Tammy declined. Oh my gosh, I am 0 for 2. All right, let me go with someone else. First come, first serve here. Okay, I'm trying to add you as you come. Please be ready because this is live. Let's go with, all right, so let's go with Kashina. Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm just hitting people to add, but no one's adding themselves. So I'm hoping people are so, oh, what up, what up, what up?
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Okay, I said, well, first off, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I see that you you are in the service.
Yes, I'm at work. I just stepped out because I was trying to listen to this call.
Well, first off, let me say thank you so much for your service.
You are welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in San Diego, which is a huge military town, so I have like a super appreciation for what you men and women do for our country. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So, where are you from? And let's go into some coaching.
Okay, so I am from Columbus. Well, I'm in Columbus, Georgia, but I'm currently deployed. I'm on a stateside deployment. So my thing is, prior to me coming on a deployment, business was booming. So now that I am deployed, I wanted to see, do you have any recommendations what I could do, some things like online, or just some suggestions at this point?
Yeah, so I love this. You know what, a couple things I'd say is, make sure you reach out to some of our active duty military students. Louisa Danielson's top of mind. She's actually in San Diego. Part of the community is helping you guys connect with each other, especially active duty military, your schedules are different, et cetera, et cetera. So you obviously have to deal with moving. The biggest thing, so let me just make sure I understand your situation. So when you say your stateside deployment, does that mean that you can do signings where you're deployed, or are you waiting till you get back home to do work?
Waiting till I get back home because I'm in another state. So I know how it works with just the venue. Okay,
cool. Now, what I would say is, because you are military, and if you have time to do it when you're currently deployed stateside, I believe there are ways to get your notary commission in your state, especially military providers. Sometimes, because you're always moving around, the requirements for showing proof of residency is different. So if you can bang out 1 or 2 signings while you're deployed, it just makes you that much more prepared when you go back home. So I would look into trying to get a notary commission where you are, and see if you can utilize your being in the military, moving around, gives you different access to what makes you a resident or not. Because my point is, I would love you to do 1 or 2 or a handful of appointments before you get back home, so you can kind of hit the ground running. You get all of your nerves out of the way before you. So I'd look into that aspect of it. Okay. Every state's different. What state are you currently in?
I am in Texas.
Okay. So yeah, my guess is Texas is pretty lenient. Don't know that, but I would call the Secretary of State and see. Okay. Now, what can you be doing back home? And my biggest thing is a couple things, especially since you have not done any signings. Just
I have.
Oh, girl, that's what I'm saying.
I've been booming. Yes.
Woo! God, get more juice. Okay. So, the only thing I can left for my coaching is, you can try to add value remotely, right?
Okay.
Make sure you watch my how to market via social media inside the course. Okay.
Okay.
And so there's about 2 to 3 hours of training on the social media aspect. But what I'm trying to coach you on is, you can do things by adding value. So you can start adding realtors in Columbus and start figuring out and hitting them up. Because remember, especially when you doing business when you were back home, the best thing that we can do to add value to someone is be a connector, right? So you can try to add value, like, hey, connect with some realtors on LinkedIn, right? And then maybe connect with some loan officers on LinkedIn, and everyone's in Columbus, and just try to orchestrate. You know what I mean? But here's what I will end with you, and this is the lowest hanging fruit in the world for my military students, and we have a ton of them. Is you should be marketing and getting to know VA lenders and VA realtors. There's nothing more powerful than a veteran signing a veteran. And there's nothing more powerful than active duty signing active duty or veteran. But you should leverage that. Like, you should be actively trying to leverage that. So my point is, you can be trying to create relationships with lenders, VA lenders, and realtors back home. Now, what do you have that's very special? I don't know. A bunch of military people. You can be a connector, my point is. So let's say that you're working with the VA lender in Columbus or in Texas. Do you want any introductions to other military? Because I'm looking at like 18 of them right now. You know what I mean? So see if you can connect, because the moment you try to help someone else's business, they're going to try to help you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so the low-hanging fruit is to try to connect with other VA lenders and VA realtors. Okay? And then figure out how you can maybe connect. Because the difference between a veteran who is retired and someone who's active duty is you have connections with actual people in the military, where a veteran may stay in contact with 3 or 4 friends, right? You're in contact with X. My point is, you can be a really good connector, because you're like, look, I'm active duty military. If there are some leads that I can provide you, I'm more than happy to try to help your business grow, because I know when I get back home, you're going to help my business grow, right? Because remember, business is all about reciprocation. So I think the low-hanging fruit in your situation is taking advantage of the veteran aspect or the active duty military aspect of your full-time job. Reach out to some realtors in Columbus, and reach out to some lenders, and then be like, hey, I'm active duty military. It looks like you specialize in veterans. Is there anything I can do to help you out? And like maybe connecting you with some active duty military. What can I do to help your business? And they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, okay. And then when I get home, I'd just love to be a preferred signing agent. I mean, it's just my goal to help your business, help my business. But I think that I want you really to focus on seeing if the state of Texas will give you a commission, because I'm willing to bet you can, because you're active duty military. And so if I'm willing to bet, I don't know, do not quote me on this. But, Texas is a very pro-military state. I mean, hopefully every state is. But, military, California, because there's so many military bases. So I'm willing to bet they would make some different decisions to get you notary commission while you're active duty. Because, girl, you're sitting on a gold mine because you're active duty, a gold mine. We have some students who are crushing it by leveraging the fact they're active duty or they're veterans, and they're marketing to veteran. Because as I know, there are lenders who only focus on the military. Why? Because that's low-hanging fruit. Like, if they can niche down and help the military community, like, that's a business play, right? Like USAA and Navy Fed. I mean, they're just trying to niche. So what I want you to do is also niche, right? And so go to VA lenders and go to VA realtors and just try to connect. And that's probably the best thing you can do while you are in between. But girl, I'm so excited for you. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you for the service to our country. And if you need anything, I'm a message away.
Yes, thank you so much. And you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, I get so excited when some of our military members join. It's just such an honor to help our servicemen and women, because they do so much for our country. So thank you. What I will say is, my wife is on here. Happy Valentine's Day. I want to give a little shout out to the wifey. Love you very, very much. But I want to just make sure that you know, my biggest takeaway from that conversation was niching down to low hanging fruit. Okay. So if you speak 2 languages, you should be niching down to the part of your community where they speak that language. We have one student in Seattle who is from Ukraine, and they speak Russian. And so he figured, and apparently in Seattle, there's a big Russian community. So what he does is he goes out and markets to Russian speaking realtors and lenders, because he realized that sticking someone in front of him who also makes him speak Russian just makes him feel that much more comfortable by dealing with someone who's from their part of the world. And so no matter what you do, you should be niching down. That is like marketing 101. So, you know, just like there are like I was telling her, mortgage companies who niche down to veterans because they're trying to give a service to just one specific angle of the market, niche of the market, and they're making a bunch of leeway. So I want you to do that. So my best thing is making sure you understand that if you have low-hanging fruit with speaking another language, being a veteran, being active duty, keep niching down so you can market to that niche. You'd be like, hey, I speak Spanish. Hey, I speak Vietnamese. Hey, I speak Korean. And go to the Korean-speaking lenders and the Korean-speaking realtors of your area. I speak Indian. So really realize that sometimes that the riches are in the niches. Don't forget that. Okay, cool. Let's keep on going. Oh, what a great day today. Who do we else we have on? Going first come, first serve, trying to figure out who's next. Let's go with Teresa. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, men and women. So glad you are here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Monday with me. Doesn't look like that person is jumping on with me. Oh, what's up?
Hi, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Thank you so much. So tell everybody your name, where you're from, and let's get coaching.
My name is Teresa Ferguson. I'm from Illinois, but I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Have been here for several years, which is a large Navy community. So woo-woo to our services. I feel like my question is maybe a little bit more simplistic.
Okay.
I'm having trouble keeping track of expenses and invoicing.
Ooh.
Will have any advice that would be inexpensive as a newcomer to the business to keep track of those? And it's something that I would be able to easily prepare for my CPA that he could understand. And hey, Jacksonville, Florida.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I mean, accounting really is as much with discipline than anything else. Okay. And it's easy because it's easy to let the discipline get away from you. Because you just had a long day, you got your family, whatever, and you come home, the last thing you want to do is get out and open up an Excel spreadsheet. But that's your answer. The cheapest way, when I first built my business 18 years ago, it was literally Excel. Like literally. There was no such thing as Notary Assist or Notary Gadget. There was no such thing as QuickBooks Online. But if you're asking me for the cheapest and freest way, it is Excel, right? It is a Gmail and getting access to Google Sheets, completely free, right? Google Sheets is Google's version of Excel. It's completely free once you get a Gmail account. So honestly, the accounting is so much about discipline. Now, I gave a little tip about this in my news feed about 4 weeks ago. The easiest way / lazy way is using 2 separate credit cards. So what I do to this day, by the way, is I have my debit card, which is for all my personal expenses, my credit card, excuse me, I'm a big miles guy. So I have a credit card for my personal expenses, and I have a credit card just for business. So all I do at the end of the year is send my accountant those credit card statements. And I know that everything on that credit card was a business expense. So the easiest way is just to use one credit card solely dedicated to business and just send that out right to your accountant at the end of the year. Now, does that take discipline? Yes, because when you're out on the road and you're like, oh shoot, I need to buy toilet paper, and the only thing you have in your purse is your business credit card, and then you swipe it, that's kind of gone astray a little bit.
Right.
So the easiest though, and probably the most efficient, is simply having 2 different credit cards. That's your answer. cheap, free, and you get miles. And then you just pay off your credit card like you would a debit card. So at the end of every month, I just pay it off with my cash, and then you don't get charged any interest as long as it's paid off within 30 days. So I just use my separate card. And then at the end of the year, literally, I'm not even lying to you, I just send those statements to my accountant. Everything on here is an expense. Go get them. So hopefully that was kind of helpful. And if you want to take
invoice.
Okay. So the invoice is just getting an invoice off the internet for free and making sure you send that to them after every working day. So literally, again, it takes a little bit of discipline. At the end of the day, you got to be disciplined enough to get home and you send those out on orders completed. And there's no magic sauce outside of just setting a time each day in the evening to kind of knock that out. Now, here's my only other advice. You ready? And this is the same advice I give you if you're like,
Hey, I'm ready. Match your energy.
yeah. My only last piece of advice is the same thing I give you for marketing, which is this time block. So, maybe every day at 8 p.m. is your invoicing time. I made that number up, a time up. So if you can get in the habit of like, maybe it's 6 a.m., you know what I mean? Just get in the habit of every day at this time, I'm going to invoice and do my expenses. No different than marketing, right? If every day you're going to market every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 o'clock. So just time block for the invoicing and the accounting, and it becomes part of your day. Does that make sense?
It does. Yes, sir.
Cool. All right.
I appreciate that. And I have like one, I think probably a more difficult question.
Okay.
I'm actually studying to get my title agent.
Yep.
I know you live in California, and it may be a little bit different here in Florida.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit concerned about how I can marry the two without being in conflict with each other and going against any fiduciary responsibility, if that makes sense.
It does. And that's a little bit above my pay grade. So what I would tell you is, though, we have a Florida only group that has, I think, 1,500 or 2,000 signing agents in it.
Okay.
My bet is somebody in there has both, just like you do, just by sheer numbers. And so, I'll never give you guys advice or education that I'm not 100% sure on. I'm not, but that is why I have the state-specific groups. So I would just make a post, does anybody have their title license and doing this as a notary? Please comment below. If you want to tag me in that to try to get some action, feel free to tag me. I welcome it. But yeah, I personally don't know that. And honestly, I wouldn't know that answer in California either. But I would bring in other people because I'm sure somewhere in our network, someone has to have both. You know what I mean? Is my guess. And then my last but not least is just called the Secretary of State if you have any other concerns.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, I appreciate you and all you do so much. God bless your family. And I hope you guys have a great and happy Valentine's Day and stay safe.
Oh, thank you. And all the same to you. Happy Valentine's Day and go get them. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye. I love that. What a great conversation. It's funny. A lot of people, students talk to me about, time blocking time for marketing. And I think time blocking for accounting is just as important, right? Time blocking for expenses and invoices is just as important. So what I would say is, make sure when you're time blocking, you time block for some of the other admin aspects of your business and not just the marketing and growing my revenue side of your business, but also time block for the expenses and accounting part of your business. Because when your expenses get away from you, you're losing money. And when you lose money, you might as well be losing revenue, right? Remember, $1 saved is $1 earned. So make sure you're also time blocking time for your expenses as much as you are for your creating revenue part of your business. What a great day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm going straight down the list. Let's go with Talonda. Hope everyone's having an amazing Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day from me and my Valentine. I see you, love. Right there. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, what up, T?
Hello.
Hello. What a beautiful smile, by the way. It is ear to ear. I love it.
Happy
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. So tell everybody, Talonda, I know your name, and then where you're located, and let's get some questions.
So I'm located in Summerville, South Carolina, which is right outside of Charleston. I also am a Navy veteran. So my focus is to also target realtors and title companies that deal with VA loans. But, you know, I'm very new. I was just on your new student orientation last week, I think it was. So, as I told you last week, my goal is to finish your course, and I made my flashcards and all of that. So I woke up this morning, and my community has multiple subdivisions in this one community in which we live. And someone posted on our community Facebook page, any notaries in the neighborhood? So I'm like, oh, they probably just want general notary work, right? So I said, I am, and I'm mobile. You know, I told them the subdivision that I'm in, let me know if you need me, send me a PM. So the guy actually sent me a PM, right? So not expecting this because so many other people had commented. So because I was mobile, he chose to work with me. So the lender had sent him a package to get notarized, and it's actually a loan modification. They're lowering their interest rate. Yep. So I stopped by, which is right next door to my community, my subdivision, picked up this package. So I'm going through the package because, you know, I'm super nervous. And I have one question, and I'm certain it's in your course, and I just haven't gotten there yet. But, you know, you made it so that we cannot go down until we complete where we're at. So they have an acknowledgement on there, but the acknowledgement, I was actually going through the papers right now. The acknowledgement has at the top by, and underneath it says lender, and then date of lender signature, and then it's the acknowledgement. Am I to notarize that without the lender's signature and information, and they're not appearing before me?
You said it perfectly.
Okay, so is that going to be a incomplete
package? No. First off, you got to trust your gut, girl. Trust your studying. So I love that you answered your own question. Okay. But remember, at the very, and again, I know as a new student, or new signing agent, everything seems kind of overwhelming. So I try to have you bring it back to basics. So the basics of notary law is someone's not in front of you. You can't notarize. Okay. So don't overthink it is my point. And again, I empathize because I get it. You're like, I want to be perfect. But my job as your coach is to kind of bring you back to basics sometimes. So when you're reading it next time, just ask yourself, well, if that person's not in front of me, then I can't notarize it. I'm all good. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, no, you answered it right. You actually perfected it. And no, the lender's not there and you're good to go. Odds of lender being there is slim to none. So you're good to go and don't worry about it. Now, here's what I will end with on this coaching. We can continue. Is if you're ever not sure, you can always put a sticky thing. Lender wasn't in front of me. Just want to make sure you realize I didn't miss it on purpose. And just kind of give a note to whoever gave you the signing, just to let them know, like, look, the person wasn't here. You know, because sometimes it might be a spouse, right? Maybe you're doing a quick claim and the spouse is not there, but just one of the two borrowers is. And so you can always just be like, this person wasn't in front of me, so therefore that's why I didn't do it. Just to let them know that, I'm not uneducated. I'm just giving you the heads up. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. And I knew that, but I was overthinking it and my nerves, this is my first real signing as a LSA. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess it up.
No, I love it. That's why I have these coaching calls, and I want to kind of squeeze in one other coaching with you is, remember, your job is never to be the loan officer or the realtor. So if you ever get to an appointment, and I think new signing agents kind of can relate to this, is we feel like, calling somebody makes us look bad or uneducated. That's the opposite. And that's an employee mindset. A business owner knows if you're calling somebody because you don't want to cause a funding condition. So my point is this: if you ever get to a signing like that and you don't know the answer, don't hesitate to call somebody.
To call someone, yeah.
Okay. And I think a lot of new signing agents feel like calling somebody makes me look uneducated, and it's quite the opposite. The uneducated signing agent doesn't call. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
I'm glad you asked it. That's what this platform's for. But I know there might be a time in the future where you won't get this and you're like, oh my gosh, don't hesitate to call. Remember, our job's not to be the loan officer or the realtor. The reason I teach you what I teach you is so you're able to answer surface level comments and questions. But anything below that surface level shouldn't be us anyways. And so don't hesitate to do that. A couple things I'm going to end with is thank you for your service.
Thank you for appreciating it.
I love that you took the coaching from another veteran or active duty military. You should 100% do low hanging fruit, girl. Your business card should say veteran, 100%. Like, it's just called marketing. Okay. You need to market to something that might give you an edge. So if you're a veteran, you should write veteran owned, veteran, like 100%. Like that can give you business. You need to exploit that. Like, that's called marketing. Does that make sense? If you
Perfect
speak
sense.
2 languages, it should be like, I speak Russian, whatever it is. Sometimes I feel like students feel like, oh, I shouldn't exploit it. I'm like, well, that's called a niche, and you should market your niche. So, even when you're a Facebook group, it should be like veteran-owned mobile notary. People want to work with veterans. I do. If it's between someone who's not and someone who served our country, 10 out of 10 times, but you should use it as a marketing point. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
And so it's like people who are from Texas, like, I'm Texas made. Like, you should be marketing. If you know Texas made is going to sell you more widgets, you should write Texas made. Does that make sense?
Something relatable. Yes.
That's right. That's marketing 101.
To bring them in.
So you should 100% being veteran owned, veteran signed, signing service, veteran signing agent, 10 years Navy, whatever it is. Leverage that, girl, 10 out of 10 times. And anyone who's veteran or has a special skill set on the side should do that as well. So I'm going to end with this. New builds are a gold mine. So if you live by new build, you should walk in and be like, hey, and give them the loan signing system pitch. Do you know the benefit of having a preferred notary? Again, I'm a veteran. You know what I mean? Go in with that. I mean, you should lead with that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then go with the low hanging fruit. There are people where you live who only market to veterans, veteran lenders and realtors. And be like, look, and your line is, how great would it be if a veteran signed a veteran? Like, what can they say to that?
Nice. Nice.
They're not American if they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, so be like, look, how awesome it'd be if like a veteran could, I got in this business to not only help my family, but also to serve my veteran community, which my bet is you did, right? And so, but my point is, it's your job to communicate that. It is not the client's job to get that out of you. Does that make sense?
That's
so you
what
need
I need
to be
to
like,
lead with. That's
right. It's your job. Like, look, I got into part of doing this business so I can serve other veterans. And so I would love the opportunity to maybe serve veterans through being a signing agent, through whatever you guys have to offer as mortgage programs and realtors, and ride that to the moon, girl.
Okay. I have one more quick question, and I don't think it needs a whole lot of explanation because I don't want to take up too much time.
Shoot.
But the lender had specific instructions for all 3 copies that they put in the package to be signed, notarized, and sent back to them. Do I make my own copy for the borrowers to keep?
With the whole entire set that you have, you should make a copy and give it to them. So they should have all 3 blank copies in their possession.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, I knew that, but I'm just, I'm shaking over here in my books.
Hey, that's why I do these, girls. So thank you for taking advantage. Thank you for your service, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. I see so many of my veteran friends on here in the comments that I had no idea they were doing this, and my aunt is on here, Elder JC. I see you, Aunt Joyce. Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day, Auntie. I love it.
Thank
Let's
you, Mark.
go. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that conversation. I mean, what I'll end with her wrap up is, again, I want you to start marketing to your niches. Like, you got to, man. If you're, let's say you're a stay-at-home mom trying to get business for the first time, figure out if someone in your community is marketing mortgages and realtors to stay-at-home moms. Your job as a business is to find a niche that you can market to. That is literally what our job is as a business owners. What can we do to stand out? Figure that out. Market to it. That is what you call the low-hanging fruit. That's your first point of entry into a conversation is, I speak this language. I'm a veteran. Whatever it is, maybe I'm in San Diego, and there is realtors and lenders who market to sports teams like the Padres and the Gulls, and their niche is like professional athletes. Maybe you played sports. Walk in, find these people. I'm a D3 athlete. A Division III athlete. I love to support. Like, your job is to figure out your commonality is, go in and market to that. Does that make sense, everybody? I'm so glad you're here. That wraps it up. So happy Valentine's Day. What an amazing live coaching strategy session. Oh, by the way, if you see Sign Here Inc., that would be the Instagram of my signing service. Anyways, I think you guys were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your journey. And remember, I'm going to say this, and it might ruffle a couple feathers. If you are not busy like you want to be, it's usually, not always, because you're not working hard enough. The signing agents who make more money than you are not better than you. They've just committed to their business, committed to their family, and committed to their community that they're going to tell every single person that they are a notary signing agent. You're amazing. Be great. I believe in you, but I just can't believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Let's go. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.